welcome to the Spire Sprint. This is the shortest of the Venus short course tracks. It's just one lap, a single lap around the raid area. Now once we get up to the top time gate, that's the end of the race. In this first version, it's do a trick off the top and position yourself back down at the transmat area. But I actually like the second version of the race, and it's a single lap around. That's a single lap around. Spire Sprint again, but this time it's the first off the edge. That's right, first off the edge of the time gate and then off the edge of the cliff. And when your Sparrow blows up, that's when we know you've won. You want to keep a nice steady line, not try and waver too much. Use your side to side motion, your quick side to side movements. Try not to get hung up in the rocks like I did. And in this version we go straight through and over the edge of the cliff. And that would denote the end of the race. Of course, at the end of every race there's always a celebration. So, track number 2, Ishtar Cliffhanger. This is a basic weave in, weave out track. It crosses over itself. All of these tracks from now on, I've just done 2 laps to demonstrate the track. It'll be up to the race, tournament or event that is being held how many laps are being done on race day. Most of you should be fairly well versed in the Ishtar Cliffs. It's where you come to do the 10 major fallen bounty. And this track just repeats, same basic figure 8 motion. To finish the race we go back through the time gate we started at, and it's the first over the finish line. As you can see, plenty of enemies, and with lots more races, there's all sorts of mayhem that can happen. Right, in the same area, we have another small racetrack. This is the Ishtar Micro Ring. Now this can be a very small race at like 5 laps, maybe 10 laps, and it's just round the circle. So, sort of like the Daytona, it's just one left-hand corner. Obviously the tighter the line, the quicker you're going to go around. But in saying that, there's always enemies around the corner, and if you hit the rocks too hard, you will bump off them, and it will slow you down. There's nowhere to do tricks on here, except if you're tricky enough to get up over those rocks there and come off them, but every time I've tried it, I hang up. As you can see, I'm getting demolished. So, this is a point A to point B race, the Citadel Dash. So we start at the Ishtar Cliffs, and it's a straight race to the Citadel, to the time gate that's at the other end, entrance to the Citadel. Predominantly most of the races will be done on the tumbler, so that tricks can be done and boost can be earned. You can chain your boost together to then keep, like I've just done that, to give you that boost edge. boost is a very important thing when you're racing, because most of the Sparrows they're similar speeds. So it comes down to technique, driving line, and boost. If you don't conserve your boost, you will not win races. And over the finish line. Of course, a celebration. Now, this is the Citadel outer speed ring. So again, just a giant big circle around to the left. And we use the outside track. And then when we do the circle back in, we use the top inside track. This is repeated as many times as necessary for the race. It could be 2 laps, it could be 5 laps, it could be 10 laps, it could be 20. It's up to the event. But to finish, we go straight ahead and through the time gate, and it's over the time gate is the winner. So our last track on Venus in the short course series is at the Ember Caves, and I call it the Ember Caves Crossover. It was formerly known as the Ember Caves Crazy Eights. And it's basically because it does a couple of figure eights in a triangle. There's the first figure 8 for me. We go around this big pile of rocks, always as our landmark. Using the quick sideways motions to get through the tight spaces. And correct oversteer. It's good spiking enemies. Now that's considered 1 lap once we get round this rock formation. And off we go on our 2nd lap. Same again, where we start is where we finish. Remember, don't get hung up. Those enemies will destroy your Sparrow. And back through, making sure we complete the lap. You've got to be on the ball here. You've got to make sure you know what part of the lap you're on, so you don't forget a part. If there's any contention, if someone thinks you haven't finished your full lap and you've cheated or you've just forgotten, it will be contested by video, and we will check it. And yeah, so make sure you know where you are on your lap. Now dance. Anyway, that's the Sparrow Racing League Short Course Venus field.